How about Steph Curry making some waves? New 3-point king in history. I think, and just looking back at it, looking at Steph Curry, I think Steph Curry would have been able to play in the 80s and 90s, but I don't think he would have hit the amount of three-pointers that he has hit if he played in that era. When looking at the different eras back then, you always have to take into consideration where the game was at that time. Teams were not shooting the three-pointers nowhere near the capacity they shoot at now. Plus, back then, you had a lot of old-school coaches like Larry Brown, Pat Riley, Lenny Wilkins, and others who were not big fans of the three-point shot. Besides Steph Curry, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, there were a lot of other players that played before the three-point shot came into the NBA that could have been excellent three-point shooters if there was a three-point shot back then. And some of the coaches, had they given the green light, that's why you have certain players like Larry Bird, which were exceptional. And you have certain teams won championships, and others did not. Just a history maker. And you like to be a fly on the wall to see if he would, how that game would have been back then. And the only reason why maybe that he, as well, where he may not have been as good in the 80s is coaching back then. Coaches wouldn't have allowed him to play his game. Like I said, they would have benched him for taking some of the shots he takes. Sounds crazy. But, a lot of coaches back then frowned at the three ball, of the dribble, for 30. I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.